Jones, and I've been happily married to Graham for 36 years. We have 3 wonderful children, 3 grandsons, and another one due in February. I enjoy my family and love nothing more than us being together, either at our holiday home down south or here in Perth. My hobbies include cooking, walking, cycling, reading, classical music, and spending as much time as possible with the grandchildren. I also enjoy exploring the southwest and travelling overseas with Graham. Our children were all baptised at St Dominic's Church and were all educated at St Dominic's School. Because I was a practising Catholic, I wanted my children to be educated at a Catholic school the same way I was. So a lot of it stems back to my upbringing. St Dominic's had a reputation that I had heard about from mothers at the playgroup I used to go to, and they were all very happy sending their children there, and it was very easy to become part of that. And I think there's something special about a Catholic school, and obviously, as I said, the morals and the teachings that the children learn, I think, are very important. Has been proved also, I think, with our children, the way they've been brought up, and they've all been successful, and I think a lot goes back to their days at St Dominic's. I was an active member of the P&F Association, where I was secretary for 3 years and treasurer 6 years. I helped run the uniform shop for many years. I took up a part-time position in admin in 1995. It was different in the fact that we had, where year 1 and the music room are, and then the 4 classrooms down on the quad, they were the only buildings that we set up with. And then they built the year 6 room upstairs, or it was year 7 in those days, and the library. And then eventually we built the pre-primary and the kindy, and the administration block with the new canteen as well. The original pre-primary was a house which was situated next to the present netball courts. It is now units, but it had its own, it was converted for the pre-primary, had a big backyard as well, which was really fantastic for the children, but it was completely separate to the main school. Memories I will always have of St Dominic's include being part of a wonderful community where there was a sense of spirituality and optimism. A community who worked tirelessly to not only buy extra resources for the students, but who also kept the school grounds in good repair. The P&F raised the funds to pay for air conditioning throughout the school and to buy a school bus, costing the grand sum of $80,000. The list is long of all the P&F fundraising efforts. The school board, Graham was chairman for a number of years, and the P&F worked extremely well. I have very fond memories of combined end-of-year dinners. There have been many heroes during my time at St Dominic's, too many to mention, but Mrs. Pat Stevenson would head the list. Pat is the mother to 12 children who all attended St Dominic's. Pat was dedicated and hard-working. Her roles, to mention a few, included running the Twilight Fete and uniform shop and being a very active P&F member. Paul Waddell and Darryl Windsor as principals created a welcoming and warm reputation at St Dominic's over many years. Their tireless efforts and dedication to the students and parents never ceased to amaze me. Father George O'Leary, our parish priest, for many years is also a hero I remember fondly. Liz Lofthouse fits the bill perfectly as a hero. Her devotion to raising funds for charity were outstanding, as was her teaching. My unsung heroes include Grace O'Malley, Sue Harding, Mary Williams and Monique Champion, our bursars. Well done, ladies. Twilight Fete was always held in November, and we had lots and lots of food stalls, and we had a high number of Italian families, Greek families, etc., who all cooked and supplied the food. And we had a bar, and we had a cake stall, that we used to have over 500 cakes. We had a lolly stall that was very popular. We had the craft stall, and where the mothers would make Christmas craft during the year to sell at the fete. And we hired slides and things like that, and merry-go-rounds for the children. And we had bicycle competitions where kids would decorate their bikes. The list goes on, and they were always extremely successful, bringing together not only the school community, but the wider community as such. We were actually quite famous for our twilight fetes. The developments I have witnessed within the school have been the extensive building programs, the admin block, the pre-primary, kindy buildings, followed by the school hall and the playgrounds. I think the school has changed in many ways, and I fully acknowledge change does need to happen. I think the school now runs more like a business and has lost some of its warmth and close-knit community feel. It appears people lead busier lives and fewer people have the time to help out. In saying that, St Dominic's is lucky to have the parents who do help with much-needed fundraising. One constant at St Dominic's has been always the dedicated teaching staff. Thank you.